So they will click on the right hand side, and you can click on the live button, and they'll be able to see
All right.
everything to do with that one.
All right. Cool. Great. Okay, so let's get started. Let me thank again to Polydoge team for having me here. This is a new experience of a new presentation, so I enjoy it already. Um, and like since I have been to Polygon, since I entered Polygon, I have been in close relationship with Polydoge, and I hope this relationship will continue in the future because as you can see, like they come up with this like amazing idea of having AMAs here instead of all the like boring written ones. So like this is a great idea and they are making a lot of innovations on the network, and I think this will continue, and as Polypulsar team we certainly want to be with them in this journey. All right, before I start with the presentation, it is not a very long one, so let me first talk about myself and my team a little and what we are doing here. So our core team is composed of 6 people. There is me. I have 2 front-end developers, 2 back-end developers, and 1 designer. We are involving some new people into the project because we have great ambitions. And like this is around the stage that we find that our human labor is not enough to do everything that we have in mind. So like there will be some new people in our team very soon. So Polypulsar is a project combining yield farming and blockchain gaming. But our end goal here is actually to create an MMORPG game. So as we progress in this path, we will be reducing yield farming features and adding more and more gaming features. So we have something in mind for the future that is actually greater than X Infinity. But of course, we need to start with baby steps. So what you will be seeing in these presentations is going to be those baby steps. All right, so let's get started. Okay, first of all, we are a yield farm, just like any other yield farm out there. I'm not sure if you can see the picture here. Probably this is something also a little bit technical, but there are like APRs with over 100 million just from the start of our current layer. So it is just another yield farm, the type that you are used to, the type that you know how to use and get yields and make some profit. Okay, so if you are not into gaming at all, you can still use Polypulsar as a yield farming project. So this part is the boring part for me. So I'm not going to spare much time to explain how yield farm works, because I'm sure that like if you're here, if you're listening to this, you already know what it is about and how it is used. But our fun part starts with our games. Now, with the current layer, which is beta, we have 2 games. These are Bounty Hunter, our PVE game, and our PvP game, which is Pulsarana. Okay, so at this current stage, we are actually ending our current layer, and we are going to be launching Gamma in around 2 to 3 weeks. And with Gamma, we are going to have a new game. So in this presentation, I will be talking about our games, how they work, what to expect in the future, and I will be also talking about our deflationary mechanics, because I think they are like the greatest deflationary mechanics on Polygon software. Okay, if this, I will be showing it with numbers. So because I don't need to sell it, the numbers speak for themselves. Okay, so we have 2 games at the moment. It will be 3 with the Gamma layer. Our Bounty Hunter is our PvE game. In this game, you are using our first token, which is B-Pool, and you are earning our second token, which is BNT. So in our yield farm, we have 2 tokens. These are Beta Pulsar, which is B-Pool, and Bounty token, the abbreviation for BNT. And if you play PvE, you are using your yields, B-Pool, and you're earning BNT. And if you're doing PvP, there are multiple rewards. First of all, you will be earning more BNT. And secondly, you will be earning USDC rewards as well as Beeple rewards and potentially some other tokens as well. Now, our PvE game is the first stage in the cycle. When you start yield farming in our platform, we are giving you a token called Beeple, as I mentioned earlier. So this is the main native token in our platform. And when you have Beeple, you can start buying our NFT character, Paul Pierce. Okay, and this NFT character is our first one, and it can level up. As you can see in the picture, there are 4 rarities at the moment, starting with common. The places of epic and rare is actually mixed a little bit. So green, blue, purple, and then the orange one comes. So we have common, rare, epic, and legendary bounty hunters. And you get these rarities as you keep playing and completing the missions. And in order to play this game, first you need to farm, get your yields, yields of Beeple, and then use your Beeple to buy your character, to play the games, and level him up. So here you see the missions we have. We have 4 types of missions. As the common rare, as at the starting level, you will be starting with eradicating the Spacebox mission. And of course, you need to pay Beeple to play the game. And if your character is successfully completing the game, completing the mission, then you will be rewarded with BNTs. And then as you progress in levels and achieve higher rarities, you will be able to do higher tier missions and you will be able to earn more BNT tokens. So these games are text-based. When you click on the mission, your character is going through some RNG, and then you see a story about what happened. Okay, so we have like 4 missions, 4 different outcomes for each mission. So we have a total of 16 different stories in this game. And in terms of rewards, you will have 2 kinds of rewards from this game. The first one is bounty token, which is the second native token in our platform. And the second reward is experience. Since you complete missions, your character will be rewarded with experience, and then he will start leveling up. As he levels up, he is more likely to have greater success and other success categories. So you can keep earning more and more BNTs. And if you can achieve the maximum level as the lucky player here, I think like he was one of the first who achieved the legendary level 100 character. If you can achieve this as well, you will be starting to earn a pension. So it means that if you played this long, you will be starting to earn a passive income in terms of BNT. Okay, so this is the PvE game, and this is the first step in the cycle. So you yield farm. With your yields, you go and do some PvE missions, level up your character, and earn some bounty tokens. And in the next stage, our PvP game comes. So if you earned BNT tokens from our PvE game, you will be able to buy yourself an alien pet. We have currently 4 pets. So if you have BNTs, you can buy one of them from our pet shop, and then you can join PvP and start fighting other players. When you have a pet, they also have a level system. As your pet is fighting other pets and winning or potentially killing other pets, your pet starts leveling up as well. So we have common, rare, epic, and legendary rarities for pets. And as they level up, they start becoming stronger. So they are giving you more and more chance to fight and win matches in the arena. And here is just a small overview of PvP. When you go to PvP rooms, you will see a lot of rooms. I have just put like 3 of them here. There are many rooms with different costs and rewards. So you need to enter one of the rooms, or you need to enter a room that a player is already waiting. And then you will get a pop-up screen where your pet starts fighting the other pets. And you will see that your pet and your enemy has a health bar, and they're attacking each other. And you will be seeing a text style combat here. And whoever wins the match gets the BNT tokens from the other player. But this is not the only reward here. If you win a match, you will not only get your opponent's BNT tokens, but you will also be earning a lot of USDC rewards, Beeple rewards, and potentially other tokens. So every day in our platform, we are distributing 10,000 USDC rewards. It is finished at the moment because we are migrating to the next layer. The game is paused with the rewards at least. But this is what we have done in our current layer. And you can see the total reward distributed in the picture as well. So we have distributed over 400,000 people, which was around $100,000 in average, I believe. And then we have distributed also 190,000 USDC rewards. And all these money went to players who did PvP. So if you do PvP and if you win in a match, you will be getting the tokens of your opponent. Also, you will be earning some score. And this score will put your pet into the leaderboard. So leaderboard resets every day in 24 hours. And before it resets, if you have a rank between 1 to 20 in the leaderboard, you will be eligible for the reward distribution and you will be getting a lot of tokens. And this is what we have done for the last month. And I think like people who were involved in the game were very happy about the rewards, because if you compare it with any other blockchain games out there, you don't see this kind of rewards. Like there are no other games out there giving you 10,000 USDC and potentially some other tokens as well. Okay, so this was the PvP rewards. So actually this is the cycle, the complete cycle in our current platform. So what I have explained so far is like can be summarized in 3 steps. The first step is that you start yield farming and earn Beeple. And then in the second stage, you go and play some PvE to earn BNT. And then in the third stage, with your earned BNT tokens, you play some PvP and get even greater rewards. And after you get your rewards, you have the option to repeat the cycle. You can reinvest, you can keep doing PvE and PvP and earning more rewards. Or if you're bored, you can always take your money and make some profit. Now, this system has been used in our current layer, which we are going to end soon. This is actually the last day of our current layer because everybody has been migrating their tokens. They have been buying some NFTs to be involved in Gamma. So if you're interested in migrating with us, you have around 24 hours, I think. So in our next layer, we are going to have an additional game. Now, this one is called Polygalactic Hunter. And this game is going to be our first step to leave our closed ecosystem and make it open in the whole Polygon network. With the Polygalactic Hunter, you will again have the opportunity to buy a character and do some missions. But this time, these missions will not be limited to our native tokens. These missions will give you the opportunity to play with any tokens and earn any tokens. So you might consider this like a gamified kind of swapping. So you can use one token to earn another token. And these tokens will, of course, be selected from the partner projects. And the partner projects will be enabling our platform with greater rewards in exchange. So this is a game which will bring utility from external sources to Polypulsar ecosystem. And potentially it is our like first step to become a sustainable farm. Because if you are not creating value from your for your token from external sources, it is likely that your project will fail. And this game will basically enable us to create some external utility. So this game, as I mentioned, is some kind of gamified swapping, but it is also not limited to that. Like, for example, one of the things that you can do in this game um, is using it as a launchpad and buying pre-sale tokens. We have already one project that who is enlisting with this game. So if you want to buy the project's tokens in pre-sale, you will have to play the game, because this will be the only way to buy it. And I believe that, like, after we do the first pre-sale, there will be a lot of other projects who will be signing up for similar kind of deals. And this is certainly a lot more fun than buying tokens in the traditional way. And this system will also effectively eliminate bots who are using fair launches and pre-sales in terms of sniping those tokens. When you have a game like this, if you need to buy the character, if you need to reach a certain rarity in order to be involved in the pre-sale, that is not something bots can do. So, like, it will create a fair ecosystem. It will be entertaining. You will be able to earn great rewards, and you will have privileges in terms of accessing pre-sales or tokens that you cannot buy normally. Okay, but unfortunately, this game is not available at the moment, so it will be available in Gamma, which is supposed to take place in around 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, now let's move on with our deflationary mechanics. Now, if you go and check the native tokens of Polypulsar, which are Bpool and BNT, Beta Pulsar and Bounty tokens, you will see that we have extreme burn rates. Like in average, we had around 60%, over 60% burn rate for our native tokens. And this is not something that you can see in other platforms. Now, there are a couple of reasons for that. The first reason is that we have a transfer tax system, which is quite heavy, actually. It is around 8% transfer tax. So by enabling this transfer tax, we are eliminating the possibility of bots and swing traders manipulating the market, because if they want to just swing trade, they will be subjected to heavy taxes and they cannot make profit. In this case, only people who plan to hold the token for the long term is buying it. So it is basically protecting your investments after you pay the tax, because anyone who is planning to sell or anyone who is planning to buy after you will be paying the same tax. So they will not be doing this unless they are planning to hold the token. The second deflationary mechanism is, of course, our games. I showed you our PvE game and our PvP game, and we will have another PvE game in the next stage. And all the tokens spent in these games are burned. Our team gets nothing from the games. We are not making any revenue by letting others play our games. So this is also our second method of burning, and it is working perfectly, because I just checked the numbers yesterday, and there were around 50,000 missions played over 3 weeks with our Bounty Hunter game. And this ratio will only go up with our future layers, because in each layer, people understand that our ecosystem is profitable, it makes sense, it is fun, and it will not just crash like the traditional yield farms. Okay, so this was our deflationary mechanics. If you don't believe me, you can always go and check the numbers yourself, because like I can try to market the project here, but the numbers doesn't lie. If you go and see now, actually, you will be seeing burn rates over 90%, because since we are migrating, we are allowing people to use their tokens to buy the pre-sale NFTs of Gamma Layer. So our burn rate at the moment is quite extreme. This is everything I wanted to share with you today. You can see the links on the screen if you want to join us, if you want to check our website, if you have any questions. And now I will be taking questions from the audience if you have anything to ask me. Thank you for listening.
And now everyone, thank you so much, Max. That was incredible. We're so bullish on Clark. Appreciate it. Content is building with that. So you can actually raise the hand, which is an avatar to go down to the public chat the area to click out of your presentation. And you can raise your hand and then turn on your mic and ask a question or not. Or you can put a question in the quick chat area.
I'm unable to see the Twitch chat, so if there is anything, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll definitely let them know.
If there are no questions, I also would like to. Is there something?
Yeah, so one quick question can I ask on the Twitch is a little bit more about what's happening economic if you're able to discuss that.
Yeah, with Gpool, the tokenomics will be a lot more deflationary because we are adding a new game, and this new game will bring some value from external sources. So anything spent in the new game will also be burned. So if we have seen like 60% burns with beta, we expect to see something like 70% in gamma layer. So the tokenomics will be a lot stronger. We will follow a similar model in terms of burning our token with games and taxes. So we will have everything we had in beta, but additionally, we will have a new game which will bring extra burning mechanisms. So our tokenomics will be stronger in gamma layer.
That's awesome. Josie, it looks like you have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. I think you can unmute yourself and speak, Gosu.
Yeah, yeah, you can unmute yourself and speak, Josie.
Hello, hi. This is Ghost TV from Korea, and I was invited to this event by from Polydoge. So, is there any partnership, anything to do with Polydoge team?
Actually, yes. Thank you for asking me. I don't know how I forgot about this, but we have a special relationship with Polydoge. So what we are planning to do is create a Polydoge pet in the next layer and add it with our other pets. And in order to celebrate this, I have been saving a lot of Polydoge. And when the Polydoge pet is put in our game, I will be distributing Polydoge rewards equal to $10,000. So we are just waiting for the new layer to be ready, and the Polydoge pet is being designed at the moment. So when they are all ready, we will be celebrating it. And I'm sure like Polydoge team and us will find some
So, thank you.
further means to cooperate in the future, because I see that like they are so creative with a lot of ideas, and I like the ideas they have a lot. So whatever they come up with, I will say yes. Recently, recently they came up with this idea of playing Quake and rewarding people some Polydoge. So I find this extremely smart, and it is extremely fun. And I'm a gamer myself for 30 years. Uh, Quake was one of the games that I played a lot back in the day. Actually, I want to remind everyone that after this meeting, we are going to be announcing another Polydoge Quake tournament. And this time I will be putting the rewards. I will be sponsoring the rewards because I enjoy it so much. So if you are into this game, if you want to try, you can just play it in your on your browser. Just follow the announcement for the time, and we can do some some shooting each other. I couldn't put it in the right way, but I'm quite good in the game, so it will be very challenging for you. Just come and test me. Okay, any other questions?
Okay, so there's another question from Twitch. Just a second. So, can you specify what crypto projects and polytons are working with?
Well, we already have some partners with our current layer. So we are partners with Polycat, Polaris DeFi, BoneSwap, and we were about to create a lot of partnerships with other projects, but we suspended them because we are going to start the new layer. So when we launch the new layer, there are like a lot of projects that I'm negotiating at the moment, and many projects will be signing them up. I don't want to name them just at the moment, not to create some pressure on them because the negotiations are not finalized, but there will be many. And of course, we will keep our old partnerships and keep working with them.
That's outstanding. And from the Polydoge perspective, we actually love to work with projects. We know that there are many other projects. We've heard lots of comments that they love to work with them. So definitely be looking out for something. One question I have is if you can share a little bit more about the MMORPG concept.
Oh, yeah, sure. So actually, I didn't mention any of our middle-term plans and long-term plans because they're very cool as well. I don't have something to show at the moment because these are features that we are just starting to work on. But in the middle term, we are going to be having dungeon-style PVE games. So instead of clicking play the mission and see a story about what happened, you will be clicking play the mission, you will go into a dungeon, you will encounter some enemies, and then the game will give you some choices. Okay, let's say that you entered the first room of the dungeon, killed some spiders, got some loot. What would you like to do? Do you want to go deeper into the dungeon, or would you like to take your loot and return home? If you walk deeper into the dungeon, you will have the chance to earn greater rewards, but you will also have a greater risk of dying in the dungeon. So it will be a game that you make choices to earn great rewards. It will certainly make you sweat a lot. And you will also risk losing all your loots if you die in the dungeon. And this dungeon will be giving you some different tokens. It will also be giving you some NFT items. So these NFT items will be used in our new PvP games. So with the new PvP system in the middle term, with the new PvP system, you will have characters, NFT characters, whom you can equip NFT items like a sword, a spear, a helmet, boots, anything you can think. Like it will be like World of Warcraft, perhaps, in terms of item system, of course. I'm not talking about the graphics parts here. So you will have NFT characters, you will have NFT items, you will equip them, and you will face your opponents in the arena. So these are the middle term plans, and our final plan, our ultimate plan, is to create an MMORPG. And with the MMORPG, we will be bringing an NFT sandbox game. So there will be this world, this virtual world, where you can buy lands, and then if you like, you can gather resources from your lands. You can, for example, grow wheat if you have a land next to a river. If you have a land next to a mountain, you can mine iron, and then with your iron, you can create weapons. If you have weapons, you can give them to your peasants, and then your peasants will turn into armies. And when you have armies, you can just go and wreck your neighbors. So there will be a whole sandbox environment with a lot of resources, fighting NFT characters and armies. So this is our final goal. It will not be very soon. It will take a lot of time. But once we create it, I think it will be something bigger than Axie Infinity. So this is the MMORPG game we have in mind, and the reason that we are following these layers at the moment is actually to create parts of this ecosystem. So in order to have an MMORPG, you need to have PvE and PvP features. And what we did in Polypulsar Beta is their first examples. So we created our first PvE and first PvP games. Now in Gamma, we will be creating more games, and we will be offering more advanced versions of them. And once we build all the smart contracts we need for the final game, we will know for sure that they work because they are already tested in layers. They don't have security issues. They work well. They are optimized. So we can combine them all and give you an experience of an MMORPG on blockchain. That's our dream.
Not that that was seems incredibly like I now I love your project and platform and everything you're doing, but now I'm like, wow, I'm so amazed.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very ambitious goal. It will take a lot of time and effort, but that is where we are going with our layers. I mean, I have no desire to build gamma layer and just leave it there. Like all the things we are doing at the moment, all the things that you are seeing in our current layer is to be able to create this world that I have just described. It is my dream because, like I said, I am a gamer for 30 years. And for my whole life, I played a lot of games from all categories. The RPG sector, and especially the MMORPG ones, are my favorites. And for all my life, I thought like, oh my god, like this is so much fun to play these games. Like, what if I could actually play these games, have fun, and at the same time make money out of it? Um, so this is what I want to offer to people. Something they can
Just for both ways.
yeah, something they can do, they can spend a lot of time on, they will be enjoying every minute of it, and at the end of the day maybe they will have just a sword that they got from a dungeon, and that sword will be worth thousands of dollars. So like people can play this game, have fun, and make a living out of it. So this is the thing that I want to offer people.
Now, you know that Polydoge is the latest structure.
Yeah, I will be counting on that. I'm sure that we will be a lot of like cooperation on the way, and I'm very happy to be involved with you guys. Okay, do we have any other questions?
So one other question that came through is, what types of breeding mechanisms, like breeding mechanisms,
The burning mechanisms for Polydoge. Currently, I don't have any burning mechanism for Polydoge, but what I'm planning to do is to give new users for Polydoge. Now, like I mentioned earlier, from our current layer, I collected all the deposit fees. I haven't sold anything from Polydoge deposit fees, and I will be using them to celebrate the Polydoge pet when it is in our game. And in the next layer, with the Polydoge deposits, I will be using them to reward players in the Polygalactic Hunter, our next game. Because I mentioned earlier that the Polygalactic Hunter game will be playable with any token, and it will be able to reward you any token. So you will be able to play this game to earn Polydoge tokens. So what I can offer for Polydoge, that I will never sell it. I will not create sell pressure for Polydoge, but the people in our platform will be able to earn this token. So Polydoge will be gaining more and more users. And I also will be advertising Polydoge in our game. I will be sharing all the links to Polydoge socials and website. As long as like we keep this great partnership, I'm sure that we will be useful to each other.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. Does anyone else have it? Well, Pat wanted to know if you could provide that stuff.
Of course, I'm not sure how to give it, but I will think of a way.
Good
Yeah, sure. Certainly, we can arrange something like that. Maybe we can use one of the NFT characters, sign it, and send it to him. Oh, we also will be getting an NFT marketplace. I forgot to mention that one. So after we open Gamma Layer, we will be starting to work on an NFT marketplace, because if we want you to be able to sell your items and characters, we will need fun. So I think like we can have some kind of other partnership with Polydoge at that stage as well, because I know that like you have some NFT plans, and I can also give you another market for your NFTs. Maybe, yeah, maybe this is something like we can use. Like we will have some kind of Polydoge NFT in our platform. It will be something like an autograph. I don't know what, but we can certainly think of something, and we will be giving it to people who have been like loyal followers of Polydoge and Polypulsar.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Do we have any other questions?
All right. Does anyone have any other questions?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that can be arranged. I don't know when the NFT marketplace will be ready, but we can do that.
I've got a screenshot of everything
Yeah. Just keep a list of everyone.
you see.
Get their wallet addresses. So the first thing we release the NFT marketplace, we will be giving them some special NFTs.
Okay, any other questions?
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes. How about the localization? I mean, I'm from Korea, and then my friends play Polish Versa game, but it is all written in English. They get bored because it is all text based. So, do you have any plan to localize to other languages?
Well, that's a good idea. Our resources and time has not allowed us to do it so far. So one of the plans that we have for the next year is to create some missions with animations actually, so that like even if you cannot read, you will be understanding what's going on. Um, about the translations, I can start making some contacts. I'm not sure how to like present them at this stage, because there are a lot of languages, and we need to figure out like how to show different translations to different people. It will take some work on front end as well, but it is something worth considering. So um, I didn't make any plans to realize this, but I will be thinking of some solutions.
That was a great question.
Okay, do we have any other questions? Anything else you want to discuss? And if you have like any questions that which pops up in your mind later on, you can always join our Telegram channel. I'm usually available over there. I'm talking to people. We are also having voice chats when people want. So like feel free to come and discuss with us if you like to. Okay, I think we can finish this one if there are no other questions. What do you think, Jordan? Okay. Yeah. About the animations, yes, we are working on them. Actually, we started with an arena fight with graphics, but we were never able to finish it um, because we kept like developing new contracts, new games. We never had the time to finish the aesthetics parts of the contracts. But we will be having some animations with the new missions. We are already working on them. In the new layer, there is going to be Gpool token, and also we have Gamma Bounty. So we are going to call it GBNT. So we have Gamma Pulsar Gpool, and we have Gamma Bounty GBNT. So there will be again double token system, and again you will earn Gpool from farming, and then you will earn Gamma Bounty from PVE game. And once you have Bounty, Gamma Bounty, you will be able to have two different options. You can go and do PvP, or you can play the new game, which is Polygalactic Hunter. And using your Gamma Bounty, you will be able to earn Polydoge tokens, for example, because we will not be selling any Polydoge. We will be putting it into the game so that you can actually use Pulsar native tokens to earn other tokens like Polydoge. Okay, any other questions?
I think that's good. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much, Max, for coming and sharing all this incredible, incredible updates and news. I mean, so much stuff that I didn't even know about.
Yeah, we have a lot of things which is still under development, so they are not very visible. But I think as we keep growing this project, it will bring in more attraction. So I think like it will be great. And thank you for having me here and giving me the opportunity to talk to all these great people. Thank you for listening, sparing your time, asking any questions. If you have anything extra you want to discuss or talk to me, I will be available in our Telegram chat. Don't hesitate to come and join us. And also, I'm waiting for that Polydoge next Quake tournament. Let me know when we are going to start. I will be sponsoring the next rewards for that tournament. Okay, Jordan?
Yes, right after this, we will be implementing the Disconnect and that's set up.
Okay, okay, that's very good. So come and join us in Quake tournaments.
Thank you so much.
We can have some extra fun. Thank you.
Everyone, just a quick note, make sure to sign up at the Swag booth. It's in the welcome area so that you are ready for airdrops and all the amazing event.
All right, everyone. I'm finishing this stream. See you later, guys. Bye bye.